We go old school as we do a Lay's versus Smoked Gouda and Chive versus Cheddar and Sour Cream. Welcome back to This Guy. I'm Greg, he's Q. Together we're Mr. Happy 0121. And today we're going to go old school. We're going to do a Lay's potato chip review. This is kind of, I was telling people yesterday when you weren't here, we're leading up to our big second anniversary.
Oh yeah.
In the early days of the channel, we did a lot of these type of reviews before we went into fast food. Today we're doing the Cheddar and Sour Cream versus the Smoked Gouda and Chive. The interesting thing about this is we didn't make up this contest, Lay's did. The loser, as voted on by you, the public, goes out of business. They will quit making that flavor of chips.
Now that's pretty interesting.
That is interesting. I wish they would do that with more things, like, you know, Big Mac versus Quarter Pounder.
Ooh.
Loser stops production. That would make everything more interesting.
That would make everything more interesting.
At least for a while, and then you couldn't get a Quarter Pounder anymore and you'd be pissed. Also, in celebration of our 2-year anniversary, we're bringing back the question of the day. So at the end of this video, we're going to do a question of the day. It's been a while.
It has been.
First 150, 200 videos, we did one every video, and we basically ran out of questions.
Happens.
It happens. So, we're going to break into these chips, see which one's staying or which one's going, and then we'll hit that question of the day. We're going to start with the tried and true. We're going to start with the Cheddar and Sour Cream, the established champion, if you will. The incumbent. The Roman Reigns of potato chips. Which, if that is any indication of what this chip tastes like, it tastes like a hobo's asshole because Roman Reigns sucks. And for those of you that don't know who Roman Reigns is, we'll just say that it's not a good thing.
It smells funny, that's for sure. Whoa.
Hey man, I went big. You don't have to match my chip output there. Here we go. It's rare you get a 2-bite chip, but that's what this is. We want to be fair, so we're going to give it one more shot. I'm going to write down my score for this right here. I don't want the other flavor to take this from my mind, so I'm just going to write my score down.
All right.
Right here. You want to write yours down, or you got it in mind?
I'll write it down.
I will say, the Smoked Gouda and Chive is going to have to bring it, I think, to beat this. Here we go. Completely different color. These smell like chips. No?
No.
They don't smell as bad as the other ones. They look like old school Lay's sour cream and onion chips. Little green flecks. Here we go. Second chip. Alright, we're just going to cut right to the chase and hold up the winner. Then we're going to tell you what our scores were. Of the two, the new Smoked Gouda and Chive or the Cheddar and Sour Cream, Cheddar and Sour Cream stays. What grade did you give this?
A 90. Gave it a 90.
And gave it an 85. We both agreed. I would buy these chips on purpose.
They're good.
Yeah, I mean, there are things that I will buy on purpose that don't have to be in the 90s. Potato chips, sometimes it's a good change of pace chip. Now, this one, quite a bit of controversy. What did you give this one?
Give this one a 40.
He gave the Smoked Gouda and Chive a 40.
It didn't have much taste, and the taste that it did have, it tasted like a tire, like I licked a tire. It's not good at all.
This is where having two reviewers comes in, and sometimes you just got to go see for yourself. I gave this an 84. I gave this an 85. I gave this an 84. And honestly, I gave this one the 84 for this reason. I would have given it an 85, but one of them had to win, and I felt this one was just a little bit better, like an 85.1. And this is an 84.9, if you really want to get down to it. They tasted completely different, but I just really couldn't say that one was so much superior to the other.
I can.
This kind of had, like, to me, a hint of a sour cream and onion
Didn't get that.
with some kind of cheese infusion. And you got tire.
I got tire.
Nice. So, by our scientific method, the cheddar and sour cream is going to stay in business. Now, we are the guys that predicted last year's Do Us a Flavor winner, the biscuit and gravy, when people were laughing at us. We called that. We knew it right out of the gate. So take our word for it. Tomorrow, we'll be back with the next round of the death match to see who goes. Maybe at the very end, we'll see of the 4 flavors that are left, which one we like best out of all of them. Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a lot of work. I don't know if we're up to it. Question of the day. Of the upcoming superhero movies, including Deadpool that is out right now, which movie are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Deadpool.
Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, this was not planned, but might as well get to plug in now. We're going over the weekend, so over on the other channel, we're going to do a Deadpool review probably early next week, because we do stuff like that over on that channel. And speaking of reviews and stuff we do on the other channel, Monday, Better Call Saul is back, and yes, we do a Better Call Saul, I can't call it a react video.
Oh, Lord.
So we'll call it a recap and review. We did every episode of Season 1. We'll be back over there probably Tuesday with the first episode of Season 2. I know that appeals to about this much of our audience. But hey, we'll let you know. So Deadpool, huh?
Deadpool. I'm going to be honest with you, when we went over this question, you kind of gave me like the list of superhero movies that are coming out. Like Deadpool and Suicide Squad were the only 2 I was aware of at the time. So, yeah.
Well, now you knew Civil War because of the Super Bowl Captain America versus Iron Man. And how could you not know Superman versus Batman's coming?
Well, okay.
Do you live under a giant rock?
I do that one. Yeah.
Okay. Having said all that, I'm going to say Deadpool with a very close second, Suicide Squad, because it looks really badass. If you had asked me a couple months ago, I would have said Superman versus Batman. But they've made the mistake with that movie of giving too much information.
Oh, and that, like, through the trailers and whatnot?
Yeah, they screwed themselves. Some of the things that you would look forward to, they've already given me for free. So I already know what's going to happen. Good job, guys. With those trailers, with that movie, all they really needed was the scene where Superman lands on Batman's car, rips the roof off, talks shit to him, and then Batman at some point asks him if he bleeds. I'm in. I don't need to see any more trailers. But you keep giving away the movie. I don't even want to see any more. So
how many trailers are there?
I don't know. We're in an age where you've got like 5 TV trailers, the movie trailer, the extended trailer, the foreign trailer, the special Japanese trailer, the Facebook only trailer. You could, if you were really energetic, you could piece together like 70% of the movie from all the trailers they release. So having said that, Captain America, the second Captain America movie, is probably, my favorite comic book movie ever.
The Winter Soldier? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My fear for this new one, the Civil War, is it's based on the comic, but they don't have all the heroes in play. And so they're going to have to change it up a lot. There's only like 10 heroes in it. In the comic book Civil War, it was like half of the Marvel Universe, which was like hundreds of heroes, versus hundreds of heroes.
Oh, that sounds
and
cool.
so you go from having the scope of that to like, here's 5 guys versus 5 guys. It's like a Lucha Libre tag team match. I can see that on, Lucha Underground with guys in costumes. So, I don't know. They'll still get my money. All right. First question of the day came back with a vengeance. I think tomorrow's question of the day is going to be, do you believe in aliens? Don't give it away. That's tomorrow's question of the day. Then hopefully by that point, you guys will have some questions for us. We're only going to milk this cow until like the 22nd. Then question of the day is going back in the crate. Facebook shout-outs. Our Facebook is now at 288 likes. We're 12 away from 300. We're living the dream. We only wanted 200. You guys have almost got us to the population of the town I grew up in. 301. Facebook shout-outs. Who you got, Q?
Brandy Lynn, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Sometimes, you got to get the third one in and Robert Dyer it. We're big fans of Robert Dyer here.
Huge fans.
We don't say, sometimes we smack talk people. You can't smack talk Robert Dyer. He is the hand of God.
He is.
And if you don't know who Robert Dyer is, Robert, D-Y-E-R, go watch him. He will change your life. He reviews food like no one else. And we do not say that in any kind of a joking manner.
He is very original.
And he is better than 98% of food reviewers.
If you watch it, I can guarantee you will be entertained.
And I'll guarantee you, you've never seen anyone quite like him. Next, Emily Rodriguez. Thank you, Emily. Now, not to diminish Emily Rodriguez's contribution, but we are now at the point where I take a name, the hardest name to pronounce, and do my best. Chris, yeah, that's hard, right? No. Chris Strad. S-D-R-A-W-D-E. Chris Strad. Thanks for watching. If I mispronounced your name, man, I'm really sorry. I actually put some work in on this and tried. So I'm kind of pronouncing the first D as a T. I don't know, unless it's like Django and the S is silent and it's Drod.
Oh, that'd be a pretty cool last name.
That would be pretty cool, but that'd be so unfair to people because no one would ever get that. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate you liking the page, and we're sorry in advance for probably messing up your name. You got anything before we go today?
No.
Excellent. I feel like you came in a little sick.
Still a little sick.
I'm still a little sick. If you guys got earbuds in, if you listen real close,
you can hear me wheezing.
You can hear him wheezing. He sounds like a dying man's... There, I'm losing my voice. He sounds like a dying man's final breaths.
Oh, yeah.
That should translate well. All right, because you know we're gluttons for punishment. As soon as this video ends, we're going to make this video. Just come on over to the Mr. Dark channel and watch us enjoy some blueberry pomegranate. The last one, the Midnight Grape, quite the disappointment. I'm hanging my hopes on the blueberry pomegranate. Sounds like a winner to me.
It does sound like a winner.
You've been waiting for this because, you know, you could use an energy drink at this point. All right, we're out. Oh, by the way, we've never reviewed this. This was my first time trying the watermelon. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad? It sounds good.
It's not, you know, it's a 0 calories, so you got to be leery of those. But it kind of tastes like it should have a little booze in it, like pucker. Those of you familiar with pucker, it tastes like it should be a pucker shot. And those of you not familiar with pucker, probably the same people not familiar with Roman Reigns. That means you've lived a pretty good life. Until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. If you're still here, give us a like, please. We love those. Comment. We love those too. And more than anything, we really like it when you subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here comes a portion where I read.
What do you read?
You would think that I would know. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and Snapchat. You can find us on all of those. Just search Mr. Happy 0121. Please, until next time, or over on the other channel, stay vigilant. We'll see you there in about 2 minutes. We're going to be right here waiting on you just like this.